Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 27th of April, 2025. Gonna look at the eighth race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Remember to join me this week for my Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby previews. The eighth race from Aqueduct, it is the Memories of Silver Stakes. It's going for a purse of $150,000, race for 3-year-old fillies. Field of 10 horses entered, the 10 horses in MTO, so 9 will head to the inner turf course. The distance of ground is 1,600 meters or a mile on the inner. My top selection here in the Memories of Silver, I'm going to go with the 5 horse Opulent Restraint. I'm going to go 5927 in the Superfecta. 5927 Super, top selection 5 horse Opulent Restraint. 3-0 followed by DeBowie here. Chad Brown trains. Ira Ortiz Jr. gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently on the 8th of March at Tampa, mile 16th in the Grade 3 Florida Oaks, and he finished fourth by 5 1/4 lengths that day. And he didn't have the best beginnings. He stalked early around the race course. He needed the race that day. And then coming second off the bench back here to Aqueduct, where this horse ran very well in the fall. I think he could find the trip to win. Two back in the Chelsea Flower on this turf course, mile 16, 20th of October, was a success for this horse. Won by a nose that day. He came from mid-pack, stalked all around the race course, a little bit wide, but at 75 cents of the dollar, when Flavien said go, he went, quickened up nicely. I thought that was a very strong run for him that day. And then the main special weight at the spot, closing weekend, early September, over the mile 16th on the inner. He won by a half length, and he sat back early. He moved his way into the race, and he took off clear late. I thought that was a very strong run. On debut, he just had a bit of a trouble trip that day, which really cost him between horses. But with every single race, he's definitely been improving, even with the loss last time out. To me here, second off, I think he could win. The 9-horse Virgin Cloud for Chad and Flavian, I think, could win also. His race in the Brews Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf at Del Mar over the mile in early November just wasn't a success. It finished beat one horse home, finishing 13th by 9.5 lengths that day. Didn't have the best trips, had to be interfered with a few times, had to be wide, and it just never was into the race. Doesn't have a lot of, it has absolutely no forwardly pace if you go by the form cycles. But I think coming here to a more leveler playing field, even with a wide post draw, I think she could find the trip a lot better than she did in the Brews Cup last time out. She ran two back in the Miss Grillo at Aqueduct, mile 16th on the inner 6th of October, and he finished second by 1/4 lengths that day. And she sat back early, was stupidly wide, but she was gaining late. Not a bad race in defeat. And then the PG Johnson at Saratoga, 20th of August, a mile 16th on that inner, finishing second by a half length, man, totally justified. Again, she closes like the clouds, just a little bit too late. If the race was mile 8th, she would have won. She won on debut going at Saratoga, going mile 16th in the main special weight back in July. Winning by half a length, she really flew home clear. I thought that was a very strong run. Refreshing here off some decent runs. I'm going to give her a shot on the ticket. Even the two was Laura Lynn for Kendrick and Graham. Motion was a winner of the Tempin Stakes here in the fall, quite nice over the mile, and broke the main on this turf course quite nicely also. Refreshing here to a longer campaign, to the 3-year-old campaign. At 2-1, I'm going to give this horse a shot on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Aqueduct, it is the Memories of Silver. Going to take the 5-horse Opulent Restraint to give kudos to the 9-horse Virgin Clawata and the 2-horse Laura Lynn. 5927 Super, 592 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.